Motherfuckers are fucking dead! Fuck what you heard! It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing.
Morning all, me here. I'm back with another I Fell with Controllers, but with a difference. As you will see, I'm not failing so much. Plus this isn't a live commentary, as you can probably tell, because I'm putting much more effort into my speech using mouth thing. Yes, so Blacksy Blopsy. I know I said I wouldn't play it, but I shall explain, and you can ridicule me, or not, whatever the case may be. I really don't care. I don't know why I'm saying this, it just keeps rolling off the tongue. First up, it's Headquarters. I'm just going to give you a little heads up. Obviously when you die in Headquarters, and you've got the target capped, it doesn't show who you're viewing at the time when you were playing the game. So kind of what I've done is I've just faded it out and then faded it back in, so that you don't just see my dead body for like a minute or whatever, because I die in about a second. It's self-explanatory, you work it out. Yeah, so it was the weekend, it was the bank holiday jib-jobby with the wedding and everything, and my mate at work asked me to come round and play some Blopsy Blacksy with him, because, bless, he's not the greatest of players, and he's had the game since like the second week it came out, and he's only like level 35. And hasn't unlocked very much stuff. He likes the single player, not very good at the multiplayer at all. I was going to say good at the single player, bad at the single player, but you know what I meant, so shush, quiet in the back there. Yeah, so he asked me to come around and unlock some stuff with my Zim, which I did. I obliged. I took around my Zim 3 and I booted into Blopsy Black, and played for about 2 hours with him, unlocked a ton of stuff for him, and within about 40 minutes of me even turning my Zim on into the Blopsy Blacksy, I began to get rather annoyed with it rather quickly, as I normally do, because view controller players, it's probably not so predominant, but the lag you can feel, because you're so fast at shooting and aiming and hitting and killing and death and murder and carnage with a Zim, you feel the lag way more than with a controller, and so I was leaving, or packing up my stuff to go rather, and I handed him the controller and said, well, why don't you play? I'll try and give you some tips on your play style and try and help you get a bit better. And so he started playing with the controller for about 20 minutes, and you know, I was trying to help him, and I've sped this bit up because I was determined to get this knife kill on this bloke, so I've sped it up a little bit so you don't get bored. So yeah, so I was trying to give him some pointers on how to play and whatnot, and like how he should hold the controller and whatnot, because he was using like the real pad bit of his thumb instead of like the tip and stuff, and having control and stuff like that. So I was trying to help him, and you know, I hope it's improved him. But he basically chucked the controller back at me and went, "Shush, you! Put your money where your mouth is and show me how good you are with the controller." And I picked it up, and yeah, I didn't do that great, you know, I did alright, better than him for a start, and but I found I actually enjoyed Black Blopsy again, playing with a controller. It was actually much more fun, that bit at the end with the controller, than the rest of the evening had been with the Zim 3, and to be perfectly honest, at the moment I'm kind of bleh with playing computer games at the minute. I'm just kind of like, meh, there's not really anything out there that gets my blood going, or is a challenge or anything. So I decided that weekend to dedicate the next 2 weeks to just playing with a controller on whatever game it is I'm playing. First-person shooter this is, apart from any clan matches that I've got, because some guys have asked me to be in a clan for some Halo Reach games, which is fair enough. I might mention that again at some point, or I might even upload some of the games, I don't know. But that's only a small thing, it's not game battles or anything like that. And so, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do nothing but use the controller. And this was filmed Tuesday? I played this Tuesday. It's now Wednesday. See, I can see the days of the week. Yay! Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I've missed a couple, but it's all right. Yeah, so I've literally log on and just play. I was playing Halo Reach. I was actually surprised at how hard Halo Reach is with a controller. But I did, and this is fail. That's the D-pad that did that. I went to get my Claymore out, and it gave me my freaking kill streak. Bad D-pad, very bad D-pad. Yeah, so that happens to me quite a lot. The other thing that really annoys me actually is when in headquarters, when you're like changing view, I keep hitting my right bumper bar, changing like who I'm viewing, and then I'll spawn, and as I spawn I'll click the button and my grenade will come out. It's like, damn you! Surely it shouldn't let you throw a grenade for like the first nanosecond of you spawning. It's retarded. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. I can't remember now. It'll come back to me in a minute. I'm sure it will. No, it won't. Ha! Hang on. I'll pause, find out what I was saying, and be right back. Right, I'm back. I was saying things about days of weeks. Ha! Shush. Yes. So this was done last night, and yes, as far as good controller player gameplay, or as far as Zim gameplay goes, it's not that great. It's nothing special. This would be. I would be rather annoyed with this score if I was using my Zim. Dying as many times as I died in this, it was just hurtful. But, that said, as far as I go with the controller, I was ultra trying hard in this game, and I come top. I'll say that much, at least. And there is a Zimmer in this game, I should point out, on my team. You can just see him running up there in front of me. And I beat him to this kill! Look! I kill someone faster than a Zimmer. Fail! You fail at life. He's going to dislike that a lot. Yeah, so I did really well, I feel. I had a lot of fun in this game. I did some work. I went for the capture points. I got a lot of XP, and I was doing the good things that I should be doing, even though I wasn't aiming particularly great. But you have to say, if you go back and look at the very first, or the first couple of I Fail with Controller videos, and look at this one, the massive improvement I've made in literally 3 days of non-stop play with the controller is huge. It's not as difficult as I first thought. My brain is going, yes, I can get used to this. It's all right. It's not that great, and it's certainly not that accurate. But yeah, I could. If I had like picked up a controller back when I was first getting into PC gaming, like 2000. Well, I was in PC gaming back in '97. So if the Xboxes weren't around then, but if I had bought the Xbox One and played that, and then obviously the Xbox 360 when Xbox Live come out and stuff, and I'd been playing it that long, then I really believe that I would be as good with a controller as a mouse and keyboard, no doubt. I mean, I bet by the end of the 2 weeks I'll be, you know, pretty proficient with it. It's a very, yeah, I'm trying to think of the right word. Very mushy way to play a first-person shooter, it really is. I find it very peculiar when I speak to controller players and they're like, mouse and keyboard? That's bizarre. And this is the funniest RCX car I've had. Whee! Bouncy and spinny round and die! Death! Destruction and carnage. Yeah, so I was going to talk about some other things as well, because it's a rather long video. You're going to have to put up with it, enjoy it, and laugh at me failing that guy. I get a nice bit in it. Actually, this is a good bit coming up this bit. I was like, yes, get boned. Yes, here we go. 1 headshot, 2 headshots. Haha. Yeah, and I'm really impressed actually with the commando with the controller. It's really efficient. It's funny, going and playing like all the guns in Black Ops, obviously with a controller, feel completely different to how they feel with a Zim. Because with a Zim you can fight the recoil and what have you with the other guns, and it's not so much of a big deal. But with a controller, you just kind of, you know, have to use what you get, and you know, everyone goes on about this gun skill and what have you pish, and the commando is pretty freaking beast for me with a controller. I've tried most of them now with a controller, and yeah, it's definitely my favourite. The iron sights are pretty good on it as well. It's a nice gun to use for me. Yeah, I must maybe when I do get back to playing with a Zim, give it another go. Maybe. I don't know if I could actually bring myself to properly play Blops again with a Zim. It's just not entertaining. The lag stands out way too much. I mean, I'm even beginning to feel a little bit of the lag when I use a controller, but that's mainly when I get host, because I get host every single freaking time now, because I'm on 10 meg and sorry, I was going to say 10 meg up. I'm on 5 meg up, 50 meg down. I'm literally instantly guaranteed to get host in Black Ops now. It's just like, he's got a good connection, we're going to give it to him. And then, of course, one bastard will join who's got like a 200 ping. And I'll be like, yay, it's like playing in the Dark Ages again. I could send a carrier pigeon. And it would be faster than the connection I've got right now. Because Treyarch don't understand that it only takes one fucker to piss off the host. That aside. Yeah, we're coming closer to the end of this. It's not eternal, unlike my witty humour. Films! That's right, I watched a couple this week, and I wanted to give a shout out to one called Four Lions, which is one of the funniest films I've seen in quite a while, in fact. It's, if you haven't seen it, definitely go and get it. It's a film for film. And basically it's about 4 northern Muslims from Lancashire, I think it's Lancashire, who just want to blow something up and, you know, fight the cause and all that pish. And basically they're the 4 biggest retards on the planet, and they end up trying to blow up the London Marathon. And I know that sounds really dark, but it is fucking hysterical. One of them ends up blowing himself up in a field and kills a sheep. So they go and get all the body parts and put it in a bag. And one of his mates is like, I couldn't get all the bits out of couldn't get all him separate. Some lamb bits in there. So the leader of their group goes, so what is he, a martyr or a jalfrezi? It is fucking hysterical. Definitely go and check it out. It's well worth it. What else did I watch? Oh yes, Fast 5. Yay! More of what came before it and what's coming again. But they seem to be going down the line of other films where they kill characters off and, oh look, they're not really dead, they're back. Which was rather odd. And that's a little spoiler for the very, very end of the film. Obviously I think they're trying to do a Fast and Furious movie every year because it looks as though they've already queued up next year's Fast and Furious movie, but you can't complain. Good cars, sexy women, tight clothes, and guns and explosions and stuff. And this one's got Dwayne Johnson, otherwise known as The Rock, who is looking steroided up to the eyeballs in this movie, I have to say. I think him and... what's the guy... I can't remember his name now. The one who plays Don. I can't remember. I'm sure it'll come back to me in a minute. We're having a contest to see who could build up the most muscle with steroids. Because they were like brick shithouses in this film, and but it's very entertaining and well worth your time. We're coming close to the end of the video. Right, quickly, I got a couple of games that not like recorded, but that I've got that I'm playing. I want to know if you guys are interested in seeing gameplay footage, because I'm not intending on uploading it. I'm not like asking you for ideas on what to do, because I'll just do what I normally do. But if you fancy, if enough people say that they fancy seeing me play these games, then I'll do something. It's Mortal Kombat 9 and Forza 3. I borrowed it off a friend, and I'm really liking Forza 3. I'm definitely going to be getting Forza 4 when it comes out late this year. But it's weird. I saw something on that about it being controlled by Kinect as well, which seems the most retarded thing ever. Who wants to use a Kinect like input, like wavy hand thing to drive a racing car game? That just seems stupid. But I'll definitely be getting that. So yeah, Forza 3 and Mortal Kombat 9. I've got both those games. I know Tom Horse Carter is uploading some Mortal Kombat 9 stuff, so what I'll probably do, if you guys ask for that, I might either upload my side of our fights or whatever or not. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that. As you can see, I got 54, 21 and 3 caps, 1 defends, but the Zimmer is underneath me. Maha! Thanks for watching, guys.